Hello boys and girls, this is Mr. Bedley. We're doing 4th grade Excel lesson number 8. We're going to be learning about greater than, less than, ordering numbers from least to greatest, greatest to least, and yeah, we'll have some fun today. So make sure you're paying attention. This shouldn't be too hard. I'm going to move quickly through this lesson. Write your answers on your own paper and erase anything that's wrong and fix it before you turn it in. Alright, here we go. I'm starting up at the top. The symbols less than, and the reason it's less than is because the first number would be less than the second number. You can see the crocodile is eating the bigger number. So let's say we've got a 3 here and a 4 there. 4 is less than, or excuse me, 3 is less than 4. So that's called a less than symbol, and this is called a greater than symbol because 4 is greater than 3. Are used to compare two numbers. Each symbol points to the smaller of the two numbers. The big side is the big number of the symbol. Here's the symbol. The big side is the big number. The little side is the little number. Draw the correct symbol between each pair of numbers. So for the first one we have 4,351, 4,308. You can see that both of them have 4,300. So what we're really comparing is 51 and 8. And 51 is bigger than 8, so you're going to put a greater than symbol. Pause the video and do numbers 2 and 3 and then turn it back on for the answers. Alright, so you should have already solved this. This one is 2,000 and this one's 6,000. You don't have to go any further than that. 6,000 is definitely bigger than 2,000. Alright, number 3, we've got 4,000, 4,000, they're the same there. 400, 400, the same there. 34 and 43. 43 is bigger than 34, so we put a less than symbol in there. Alright, the next part says to put the each set of numbers in order from least to greatest. Now some kids get faked out by these because we have commas and semicolons in here. It's really hard to see the numbers for some kids, so I want you to see that this number is the first number, 6,469. Then we have a semicolon separating that first number from the second number, 6,649, 6,369, and 6,138. We have to go from least to greatest. We're going to start with the smallest number, and I like to cross out the numbers as I write them. 6,100, they're all 6,000, but this one's 6,100. That would be the smallest. So I'm going to write 6,138, going to put a comma in there, going to cross out that number. Now I'm left with 6,400, 6,600, and 6,300. 300 is the least out of all those. So I'm going to write 6,369. Go ahead and do that on your paper. Cross that one out. And between the 6,600 and 6,400, 6,400 is less here, so 6,469, put the comma in, cross it out, and 6,649. Do you see how they're putting some of the same digits in there and just mixing them up to try to mix you up? Don't let them mix you up. Alright, number 5. Pause the video, try that one on your own, and then turn it back on. So you have 4 numbers here. Here they are that I'm underlining. And they're all 5,000 something. 5,200 would be the smallest one, so you should have written 5,238 here. The next biggest one would be 5,600, 5,641. Now the next two, we got rid of this one and this one, are 5,800. They're both 5,800. So we have to compare 14 and 43. Well, 14 is going to be smaller. So I'm going to put 5,814 and then 5,843, and I've done all 4 of them. There we go. All right. Numbers 6 and 7 have different directions. Always read the directions when you're in school. Even when you're not in school, you should read the directions. Put each set of numbers in order from greatest to least. Now in these sets, we have to start with the biggest number and go down to the smallest number. Pause the video, do numbers 6 and 7, and then turn it back on for the solutions. Alright, so we got these 4 numbers here. We're starting with the largest one. All of them start with 5,200. Do you see that? 52, 52, 5,200. So really we're just comparing the tens and ones place on each one of them, but we have to write the whole number. The biggest number out of all four of these would be 91. So I'm going to write 5,291. Then I see 85 would be the next biggest one. Remember, I'm going greatest to least. If you did this wrong, you might have accidentally gone least to greatest. And then 5,261, and then 5,219 as the last one. Okay, erase and fix your answers if those are wrong. Number 7. You should have already done this. Got all these numbers. And I've got some that start with 34 and some that start with 32. 3,400 on this one, 3,400 on that one. I'm going greatest to least. So now I have to compare the two digits in the tens and one places. 3,442 is the largest out of those two. Then I got to put the other 3,400 next, 24. See, they reverse those numbers to try to fake you out. Now we have 3,200 on both of these, so we're really comparing 24 and 42. Which one's the biggest? 3,242 and then 3,224. All right, erase any mistakes you have there and then continue on with me. Right, moving right along, we've got a check box here with a check answer in it. I would like you to solve all of these and then turn the video back on. Now, keep in mind that this is the only number and this that go in the check answer, okay? So turn the video on after you're done. All right, so you should have already done both of these problems here. The numbers are going to go in order from greatest to least. If you didn't get the check answer to add up, maybe you didn't read the directions there. So we've got 3,257, 3,527, 3,152, 3,275. They all start with 3,000, and I'm going greatest to least, and so I'm looking in the hundreds place, and I'm noticing this is 2, 5, 1, and 2. So the biggest one is going to be the greatest is 3,527. And then you got to have all these numbers in the right order. Even if you pick the correct first number, you got to get all four of them in the right order to understand this and to be doing it right. Okay, the next ones are the next two both have 200. So what's bigger, 75 or 57? Well, 75 is bigger. So you go 3,275. Got that one. Got this one. 3,257, comma. And the last one is 3,152. If any of those are wrong, erase and fix your mistakes. It says which number is first, so we put 3,527 in that, and that number goes in the check answer. All right, select the number from the given set to fill in the blank. Which one of these goes in the blank? So this symbol says greater than, so this is the big number, so this has to be the small number. All I'm really doing is looking for the smallest number in the set. That should solve the problem nicely. 2,031. I'm going to write those two numbers over here. 27 and 2,031. Add it up and get 5,558. All right, erase and fix any mistakes, and then I want you to try the math fact practice down at the bottom. Do all of those, and then turn the video back on when you're ready for the solutions. So here are the answers. Just pause the video, correct your own work, erase and change any mistakes that you have, and thanks for watching.